Roll weed through coronavirus. We loud, I'ma get the itis. Neighbors hating, I'ma hear the sirens. Neighbors snitching, I don't be lying. That's why I like to keep it private. True smoker, yeah, I can provide.
YouTube, what's good? So it is Monday for me, April 1st, April Fool's Day. Should you get a diverter valve? Should you get a blower valve? I don't know. That comes down to you. It all depends on what kind of car you got. Me, I drive a 2001 Volkswagen Jetta with the 1.8 T. That's AWW. That's not the one. That's AWD, because the one AWD comes with more horsepower. The AWW, I'm not gonna talk about that. Whatever. My car is tuned. I boost anywhere between like 15, 18 pounds. I see 20 pounds, but it all depends on like the RPMs or whatever and the temperature outside, whatever. But mostly I see it spike to 20 when I'm in like 4th or 5th gear or whatever. Sometimes 3rd. So let's just say anywhere between 15 and 20 psi, whatever. It varies. Cool. So I know before I said I had like a little exhaust, a boost leak. We're gonna talk about that. The bolts around the downpipe came loose. So I went back and retightened them. When I got my car, it came kind of already. I don't know what they tried to do to it or what they did to it. All I know is I did work to the car and then replace certain stuff or whatever. My car, like, it came, I don't know, whoever had this car, whatever it is they try to do, they didn't open up the engine. Like, the engine is like virgin. When I say virgin, they didn't do nothing to the block, they didn't do nothing to the head or whatever. Light stuff was done to it. One of the things that was done is a diverter valve. That's the whole purpose of me making this video. The diverter valve I got on a car, it's a knockoff brand. I'll show y'all the brand in a second, but I tried Googling like the brand, like what kind of, I tried Googling it. Ain't nothing come up. I don't even remember the name of it. I gotta go back underneath it and look. I'll show y'all in a second. I'll look under the hood, but I don't know. I've never heard of this brand before. If you ain't never heard of a brand before, most likely it's a knockoff brand. Something that was probably bought off Amazon, eBay, or came in some cheap ass kit or something like that, or whatever. I don't know. So cool. So the diverter valve was already installed into like the stock, the boot, or coming off to the turbo. The intake boot or whatever, it already came as is already. So I don't think I like the sound. I mean, I like the sound, but I think it can hit harder. I don't know how long this diverter valve been in this car. Probably the spring in it is probably weak or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't know nothing. I mean, got this car like what, 6 months ago or something, or 6 months ago I got the car. I still gotta like learn stuff with the car or whatever, meaning like whatever's wrong with it, I gotta learn about it as I'm driving it, or certain stuff that I never saw with Volkswagen before. I get to be resourceful with this car, so it's a win-win situation having a car like this or whatever. So I said I don't like the sound too much. I feel like it get hit harder, but if you're interested in getting like a knockoff brand, like, go for it. I mean, I want to show y'all how my car sounds. Like, I'll do a couple of little flybys or whatever, just getting on it and backing off the gas, so that way you can hear the diverter valve or whatever. Now I know y'all like, oh, what about blower valves? Listen, the kind of car I got, we're not doing no blower valves. Pretty much how diverter valve works is, let's say blower valves for an example. Blower valves, you know, when you back off the gas, it vents everything into the atmosphere. Diverter valve, because it's basically the type of car I have, I can't really get a blower valve on it because the intake piping and master flow sensor and all of that or whatever. I believe I got 2 master flow sensors. I don't remember, but all comes down to the location of your master flow sensors. And then sometimes your computer will compensate for like unmetered air. It might make your car run rich, it might make your car run lean or whatever and stuff. It all depends on how much air leave, or if there's nothing in there or whatever, period. I don't know. It all comes down to computer calculations and stuff like that. It'll make your car run funny or whatever. We don't know. So type of car I got, I had to use a diverter valve. Diverter valve pretty much air that the blower valve releases into the atmosphere. This time the diverter valve diverts it back into the turbo itself pretty much. Basically, that's like the best option. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, rather than diverting it back into the atmosphere, let's put it back into the engine, the turbo engine, whatever, cool. And You don't have to worry about miscalculations from the computer if your car's running rich or your car running lean, your car running funny or whatever and stuff. You don't notice no difference in between shifts or whatever when you let off the gas pedal and you get back on it. I'm not going to sit there and get into the whole technology breakdown, diverter valves and blow valves. I think it's pretty much common sense. All you got to do is research it. All the information you need is right there. Whatever. Me, like when I got a turbo car, I just care about sound. Like I remember I had an old 2008, back in 2008, I had a 2008 Chevy Cobalt SS Turbo, the LNF one, not the LSJ, the supercharged one, and I had that one. That one was boosting 24 pounds. I had it tuned, and that one had a diverter valve already onto like the turbo. So pretty much the only thing I did was replace the spring. I put a type spring in there a little bit. I put an intake on it, like you can hear the turbo probably for like 4 blocks long probably or whatever. I like sound. When I'm riding a turbo car, I want to hear my goddamn turbo. I want to hear it spoil up. I want to hear all that good stuff. To hear your turbo spoil up, it comes down to a good number of things like intake, exhaust components and stuff like that. I'm not going to talk about my exhaust, but got a 3-inch downpipe on here. It stink. That's all you need to know. So right now I'm going to set up the tripod. I'm going to show y'all pictures. I'm not going to film it, the knockoff blow-up valve. But I want to set it up outside where y'all can hear it. You might like the sound. I don't know. It's up to you. But I want to show off my blow-off valve sound. I mean, my diverter valve sound. That sound kind of gay a little bit. It is what it is. That's just me. I like to hear my shit when I'm driving. So give me a second to set up on the joint. Alright, I'm under the hood. Here's the diverter valve I was telling you about. Now the brand, I don't know if y'all can read it. Samoo, S-A-M-O-O. Samu, that's whatever. I don't know, sport. Listen, I don't know what brand that is. It is what it is. But it works, it sounds good. I do got oil situation around here. I have an oil leak to address. I do know that no oil is dripping down on the ground. So I guess maybe just look out for it in the future. Me taking care of the oil leaks in my car, like the cam cover. I got some evap hoses and stuff underneath there and stuff around there. Whatever, we're gonna figure it out. So now y'all know what my diverter valve sound like. I mean, I played the video back. It don't sound bad to me. It sounds good for a knockoff. But I am going to get name brand. I want to see if I can get something that's maybe a tad bit louder or something more crispier or something. I just want that nice sound. Like, I know my car sound cool, whatever, but I'm a little greedy. It don't sound like the one I had on my Cobalt, you know, some years ago or whatever. But it is what it is. So knockoff brands, go for it. Y'all heard me. Y'all heard me did a little ride by joint. I ain't sounded bad. I don't know where you gonna get it from, eBay, Amazon, or whatever. All I know is when I caught mine, I'm getting name brand, and I'm going on ecstuning.com to go get one. I saw some. They got like different ones in there, and something that's like definitely in my price range, something that costs like under $200. So y'all just look out in the future for when I do install the diverter valve. But I just wanted to just talk about my diverter valve. That's all. Any questions, comments, concern? You don't have to let Jesus whip. No, it's not needed. You contact me. We'll figure it out. I don't know. I might can help you. I'm just might not can't help you. I don't know until I try. I'm Leekautorepair again for like the 80th time, and I'm out because I'm ready to go. All right, my bad. Let me I'll holla at y'all.